All right. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Before we start, I just want to make sure to let you know that if you'd like to make a donation or if you'd like to subscribe to my Patreon, you can do that. Just check the links in the description. Your support would be very much appreciated. All right, so I'm going to run through pretty much the same kind of exercises, at least the beginning of this session. I'm just going to run through the exercises I did yesterday and the day before. It's all about accuracy of the right hand. So I have here the third set of exercises. Same concept, like I said, as yesterday, but the finger pattern is going to be a little bit different. So we have I, M, P, A. Is that the one I have? Yeah. Yep. I, M, P, A. Okay, so I'm not going to spend as much time on these, although I will spend a considerable amount of time on them. So let's just get started. Let me get my metronome. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Or if you just want to practice along with me, you can. Or if you want to practice what you're practicing, just while watching me, we could be practicing our own things together in the comfort of our own homes, just like a hangout session. That's totally fine too, all right? But I just want you to feel welcomed, and you're welcome to stick around and do what you like. Okay, so Tempo of 80, which is what I did yesterday. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and. Good morning, Snehasish. I'm going to jump right into the second one. And I, M, P, A. Still making mistakes every once in a while, but it's definitely cleaner than it was on Monday. Yes, try and play them as legato as you can. If you want to make staccato, you could do that too. Like you could say, okay, I'm going to practice this exercise because I want to work on my right hand, but I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult by focusing on another aspect. So legato or staccato. So if you're going to do legato, then don't prepare, don't plan. If you're going to do staccato, half of it will be staccato, the other half will be legato, because you're going to be planting. Oops, see. Because when you play this, I'm doing the second one. So when you play that second B, your thumb's going to be planting on the third string. So you're not going to stop the second string. That's why I say it's half and half. You're going to play the thumb, plant, okay? So that'll be staccato. But when you play the third finger, you're going to have to plant, when you play your ring finger, you got to plant your index finger on the second. So you're not going to stop the third string there. So that's what I mean by half and half. So let me show you staccato, or planting, I should say planting. Okay, or you play legato by avoiding planting altogether. Make sure it's a conscious choice, all right? All right, I'm just going to move on to the third one. So I'm playing, let's see, G, B. Okay, G, B, G, G. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. I'm going to start over. 3 and... Next one, we got third, 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 second, IMPA. 1, 2, 3, and. This is a lot easier. It comes with time. It comes with time. It happens to me too. Every once in a while, you'll catch me play one note a little bit too loud, or sometimes you'll catch me play a note a little too quietly. It's a matter of repetition and conscious effort, right? So don't just mindlessly play these. So if dynamics are your concern, then focus on your dynamics. I would start by playing everything quiet. So let's see, just everything quiet. That way everything you're playing, you have a goal in mind for everything that you're playing. In this case, every finger needs to be quiet. And you could also do the same thing. So now I'm going to play, now I'll play forte. I would do that first. Quiet, loud, just to sort of start to iron everything out in terms of your dynamics. And then when you play at a sort of normal volume, that'll help a little bit. Whoops. That's my suggestion. Like I've talked about in previous sessions, you can also make one finger louder than the other. That'll also help you learn how to control your dynamics. So in this case, my index finger is the loud one, right? Oops. Or my middle finger. Or my thumb. Or obviously the ring finger. All of those things can help you learn how to control your dynamics, all right? So let's see, the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, no, fifth one. I think, did I skip one? I might have skipped one, but let's just go to the fifth one. So second, third, second. 1, 2, 3, and. Oops. Thank you, fifth one. Figured it out. Oops. Yeah, I'm making my index finger louder, not on purpose, so I'm catching myself. Same as you. So I gotta back off on my index finger. I'm always listening to what I'm playing. I'm not just, start thinking about other things. It takes a lot of focus. Start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. That was way too loud. next one. 1, 2, 3, and. Let's see, how much time should I do every single exercise in the Sagradas? That depends. When I was practicing the lessons in preparation to make the videos, I would spend a week just practicing it, playing it, making sure it's as good as it can be. There's a point where it's hard to sort of find out where this point is that I'm about to explain to you, but there's a point where you start to put in too much time for too little improvement, right? We call that diminishing returns. So once you sort of realize you've hit that, then I take a step back and do something else or practice something else. And then if you want to come back to it, then you can come back to it later. But that question is very subjective. So some people can get these lessons down, the Sagradas lessons down in a day, and like, okay, I got it. Others are going to take 2 weeks. It just depends. The last thing you want to do is practice it so much that you start to that it starts to become like a chore, and you're tired of listening to it, you're tired of practicing it. That's when you've gone too far. Then take a step back, do something else, come back to it. So that would be my suggestion to you. Every single for 7 minutes. I'm doing every single for 7 minutes, 7 minutes each. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. It would take me longer to learn some of the lessons in the Sagradas book for more than 7 minutes, because they're like, short pieces. So if you can clarify that question, that would help me answer it a lot better. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one. 3 and. Every single lesson. Okay, let me finish this, and then I'll try and be absolutely certain I understand what you're asking. And the last one, let's see. 1, 2, 3, and. Whoops. now that I've focused on. I've practiced each for days. Now I have learned them. I practice them daily, each exercise for 7 minutes. Oh, yeah. So like if you've already learned them and you just want to play them every once in a while or every day as like a next, okay. So you're treating the pieces as like an, well, I guess that's what they are, right? They're etudes, they're studies. That's fine. 7 minutes is fine. Play through it, a couple of times, clean up anything that you're still sort of working out, and then just sort of move on. Yeah, that's totally fine. That what you described to me sounds like a good idea. All right, that's great. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump into some exercises from the Sagradas. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, this is a technical portion of the book. This is okay. So since you're asking me questions about these Sagradas, it's funny that you're asking me about that, because this is the book you're talking about. There's another book. Well, there's another 3 of them, because this is 1 through 3, right? The other one is 4 through 6. And in the back of that book, there is a section of exercises, and this is a photocopy of them. But this is what it looks like. It's just Superior Technique by Sagradas, and I went ahead and I chose a couple of things out of this. So the first thing that you see here on the bottom here, this is a scale, okay? But it's not just a single scale like what I practiced yesterday and a couple of other times. Oops, wrong note there. This is going to be a scale in thirds, and you're going to play it a specific way. P and I, P and M, P and I, P and M, P and I, P M, P 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 I. Just like that. It sounds nice. You're harmonizing in major and minor thirds, and then you just go back. I am. Well, that would mean this is going to be I am. I think I played the first part wrong, but it's kind of fun. This makes it a lot more. The fact that you're harmonizing the scale, it actually makes it, at least in my view, a lot more enjoyable. It's nicer to hear. Okay, so please play the scale slowly first. I can't. Okay, so I have the notes here. So it seems like you can read. So just revisit the video a couple of times. But I will play it a couple of times because I'm practicing this for myself too. So here it is again. Again, we're doing a thumb and index, thumb and middle. All right, so let's see. This is nice because it's forcing you to keep your hand in this sort of position, right? Especially the very next 2 notes, right? Let's see. All right, so I'm going to try and play these as legato as possible. And yeah, so that's going to be my focus. So I'm going to try not to break up the chord, so I'm not going to do this. It's open. Right? I'm going to try and do that. Try that again. You know what? Let me get my metronome so I don't speed up or slow down. All right, I'll just actually keep it at 80. 80 seems like a good overall tempo. I'm going to do every other. Not too bad. One thing I was noticing as I was playing these, I was reminded by, well, just all of my students. I was reminded by teaching my students about legato and the shifts, because a lot of times my students will they'll shift too soon. And there's going to be a break there. So what I tell my students is you have to play the strings and shift at the same time. That'll help connect everything together. As opposed to, I don't know if you can hear the difference. That's something to keep in mind as you play this. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and really sloppy. I'm going to start over. 3, 4, and. That first one's pretty difficult. Oops. Do that one more time. I should be doing it a lot more, but I'm just gonna do it one more time. 3, 4, and I am. It's okay if you're lost. It's okay if you're lost. You can watch this video as many times as you want. I'm playing it a lot now. You can obviously, go back and watch it again and again and again. 3, 4, and. That was supposed to be open. 3, 4, and. Open. I'm trying to play legato as well. All right, we'll stop there. Okay, so the cool thing about this is in the book, you play it twice. And this is the same thing. It looks a little bit different, but it's the same thing. Okay? Well, you're playing the same notes, but take it back. It is not exactly the same thing. You're playing the same notes, but what's different is you're playing the notes in different parts of the guitar. It's not in the same exact spot. So whereas we were playing this, we are now going to be playing, oops, surprised I didn't catch that fifth string when I was playing the scale. But now we're going to be playing here. No, not there. Here. Notice I'm not playing it in the same spot. Okay, different position, same notes. All right, so I'm gonna play it again. Let's see. Oh, we're also doing I and M the whole time. I am. So that's another difference. Right? Okay. By the way, the numbers on the top are the strings for the notes that are on the top part, and then the numbers on the bottom, numbers in the circles, are the strings for the notes on the bottom. So the first note, that's a C, that's on the fifth string. The next note's D, also on the fifth string. The next note is E, that is also on the fifth string. So that's why you have 2, 4, 4. And then the harmonized note, those are all fourth string, fourth string, fourth string, 1, 2, 2. So you have together, oops, I and M. Just like that, okay? Please do some different exercises. Well, let me get through these. And then we'll do, and then I have another exercise. But I wanted to focus on the scales today, all right? Okay, so here we go. Where am I? I'm going on automatic pilot here. Oh, here. All right, I'm gonna do that one more time, and then I'll go on to the next one. One, two, three, and. Starting to memorize it. And then I would just speed that up, play it faster, and then start focusing on other things. But I was just sort of making sure I was playing it right. Okay, so next exercise is another scale, okay? Now this one is a little bit different. It's still harmonized, but we are harmonizing in major and minor sixths. So let me go ahead and find that page here. Just give me a second. That is this one. Okay, so same idea. We have PI, PM, but it looks like we're playing. Okay, so the top voice is going to be the actual scale. And then the bottom voice is going to be the harmonized. So it's harmonizing from the bottom. Okay, so we have. Oops. And then from here we go back down. I got it. It should be 3. Yeah, it sounds nice. Okay, and yeah, just keep in mind all of those notes in the middle. There should be a 3 there. Did I do that? Yeah. There's a 3. All of those notes are going to be on the 3rd string. So G, A, B, C, D, E. All of those are 3rd string. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, just a couple of times on this, and then we'll move on to another exercise, which I know you'll be able to do. It is still too much to go. Okay. Well. Like I said, read the notes. You can pause the video when you watch this video after I finish. You can, and then you just read all the notes, and you can go from there. In the meantime, if it's too difficult, see if you could practice something else, or just learn what you can. But I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay. So you have in the bottom voice, you have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then you have all of those notes on the 3rd string. Okay. All right. It's not that hard. It's hard at first, but if you take a moment and read all of the notes, and you're like, okay, I sort of get this, you'll find that you can pick it up a lot faster. Once you sort of get going with it, you're going to be just fine. Okay. So here we go. That was right. I just got to be careful to make sure I'm alternating I am. Whoops. Do that one more time. I forgot to use the metronome, but that's the scale. So that's the scale in major and minor 6s. Really nice. Just some variety for you, okay? So again, if you're having a hard time, after the video's been uploaded, pause it, read it, practice it, and then if you want to play along with the video, you can. Okay, so next exercise. This is, I believe, the last one. This is also from the book. Okay, this one you should be able to do. Now, if you can't read it, it's okay, because it's a simple pattern. All right. So what we're going to do is, it's a simple, the 4th finger and the 3rd finger are going to be doing the same thing throughout. The 1st finger is the one that's going to be changing notes. So you have A, E, D sharp, and E. So these are on the 2nd string. E, D sharp, and E. Always on the 2nd string, always with your 4th and your 3rd finger. So you have A, and then E, D sharp, E. And then what do we have? C sharp, and then E, D sharp, E, and then we have E, right? Okay, just to make it easier, if you want, you could play all of the low notes with your thumb and all the high notes with I and M or A and M. It's going to be too difficult if you try to use the right hand the way it's notes. Did I add the right hand? Oh, I didn't add the right hand. I forgot to add the right hand. Okay, so yeah, just use thumb, P. I would do P, M, I, so P, M, I, M throughout. That'll help you make it easier for the right hand. All right, so let's go ahead and do it together. So again, this is always repeating. So what you really need to watch out for is that first note of each group of 16th notes. So A, C sharp, E, C sharp. Okay, so let's do that. 3 and my index finger always gets caught. So that's the first measure. Okay. Second measure we have B. That's going to be on the third string. All right, good. Okay, so let's see. Let's do that again. Second measure, we have B, D, E, D. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, and B, D, E, oops, D. So that's the second measure. Third measure, we have a stretch. G sharp, so that's way over here. So we're on the first fret and this is on the fifth fret. So G sharp, D, E, D. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, and. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the final measure looks like it's really simple. C sharp, A, E, and C sharp. So yeah, we're just outlining that A major triad. So fourth measure, 2, 3, 4, C sharp, A, E, C sharp, and A. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and C sharp. Whoops. A. Whoops. E. C sharp. And A. Now, one thing I didn't mention is you want to hold those bass notes for as long as possible. So we're going to try it again. We'll do each measure a couple of times. And you want to hold on. So anytime you play, like for example, the very first 4 notes, keep that first finger down. All right. So we are applying the sort of finger independence exercise, right, where one finger moves and the other ones stay in this exercise. So keep this finger down, and these fingers do the work after that. And then the next note. Now this one you can't hold on to, right? Because it's on the same string, C sharp to E. But the note after that, we have E on the third count of the first measure. keep it down. You want to hear the E. Right? You don't want to do this. That's not what you want. Keep it down. And then C sharp. Even though you can't hear the C sharp, right, because they're on the same string, still keep that first finger down. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, and. This finger 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Second measure. So now we're going to hold B. D natural we can't hold. Well, I mean, we can hold it down, but you're not going to hear it. Hold the E. And then, of course, keep your finger down on D natural. Second measure. 1, 2, 3, and. Oops. I got to hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can't hold B down because you got to lift it to play the D sharp. So hold it as long as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one you can hold. Let's do that again. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then the third measure, G sharp, you got to hold that down. That's a stretch. Fumbling. Oh my goodness. This fingernail is just totally screwing up this whole session. I'm going to do the third measure again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Final measure, or fourth measure, I should say. Keep that down. Oh, no. C sharp. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. A, E, C sharp, and A. Yeah, that one might be difficult, keeping that C sharp down as you play that. And then the final measure is just A. Let's try that with the metronome. All right, I'm going to try the whole thing. Let me speed that up. Yeah, I'm around 94. Turn that down. I don't know if that's too loud or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Keep the E down. Keep the G sharp down. There it is. Now he says in the book, this exercise can also be practiced by ascending from one position to another, up to the 9th position. So in other words, you can just do the same thing, but move up a fret. So now you have this. But the pattern remains the same. Well, I guess you can't really play that open. You you do that, what would you do? I guess I would just lift off just to finish it off. I could also do that. I'm gonna go back and do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try playing the pattern for the right hand the way it is here. I'm sorry I didn't put it in the image, but it's I, A, M, A, M, A, M, A, I, A, M, A, M. It alternates. Ayama, I-A-M-A, and then mama, M-A-M-A. Ayama, mama, ayama, mama, ayama, mama. Ayama, mama, ayama, mama. It changes at the very, very end. The last measure, the fourth measure is mama, ayama, ayama, ayama. I'm reading the fingers like they're words. Okay, I'm gonna try it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this one is a lot of fun. This one's a lot of fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mama, ayama, mama, ayama. Oops. Mama, ayama, mama. Saying that. Ayama, mama, mama again, ayama, 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 and A. Do that one more time. So index basically alternates. A and A is always the same. It just alternates index, middle, every group of 60th notes. At the end, changes. Do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have our exercises for today. Okay, so I think I'm gonna, you know what? Let me run through a couple of more of the Alfonsina y el Mar. So I left off yesterday on, let's see. Oh, I gotta tune up. So I'm just going to practice this piece for a little bit, but we're done with the exercises. I got to get those harmonics down. Also, I'm trying to get... The idea is this bass note is suspended. Not suspended. You're supposed to hear this slide to this note, but I'm not hearing it very, very clearly. That's good, it's just too slow, right? know why that's so difficult. Almost. I missed it entirely. I noticed that if you sing it regularly when you practice, it'll actually kind of soak into your hands, and then your hands will start to bring out the melody more naturally. So da 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 dum, ba da dum, ba dum, ba da 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 dum, da 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 da. Oh my goodness. Da 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 dum, ba da dum, ba dum. See. Ah, it's that. I could play it after I finish this. I'll play that. I'll play that at the end. I haven't played that. Shoot, I haven't played that piece in years. So I'm gonna fumble through it, but I think I remember. It's really short. But let me work on this for a bit. No matter how slow I go, there's going to be a mistake there. Got it. Got it. I just got to do it like 10 times in a row. Good. 10 times perfect in a row. Index finger is really, something's up with it. I filed it just like ever so slightly wrong, so it's just catching every single time just about. Shaky. Man, I'll get it eventually. It's just that last part. Come on. Slow. There we go. That's how slow I got to do it. I mean, that's how, I don't say bad, but that's how unprepared this particular portion of the piece is. So that's how slow I got to take it. How unpracticed it is. I'm going to move on. Do it again. I'm a little unsure about these. When you were practicing, your hand is in more angle, but when you play any piece, your hand is in more perpendicular with the strings. Ah, that's a good observation. I don't know. So when I was doing this, I mean, I felt like I thought I was doing pretty good job in terms of keeping my hand here. Oh, you're saying when I'm playing, I think I'm understanding you right. I'm just going to keep playing. If you think I understood you wrong, let me know. This part. I get this chord is hard to get. My third finger keeps touching that fifth string. Oh, my right hand. Your right hand is in perpendicular now, but when you're practicing, it is at an angle. Huh. I never noticed that. I'll keep that in mind. For when you're practicing, it is at an angle. You're talking about this one, right? This is my right hand. Perpendicular now. When you're practicing, it is at an angle. Not sure. Okay. I'm going to keep going. That's the wrong note. Do it again. I'm not sure what note that's supposed to be. I don't have my music with me. I gotta work on that too. The hammer on, oh, sorry, the slur. Which one's more efficient? So if you're talking about your right hand, it's not about efficiency. It's about using your right hand, changing the angle to get the right tone that you want when you're playing. So if I'm going to play, you have said in a video to put the right hand in perpendicular to the string. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. So, or that's exactly what I was going to talk about. So this changes a lot of things. Like when my index finger is playing, sometimes, like, you know, you've noticed my index finger gets caught. So I have to change my angle so that that doesn't happen. See, it's getting caught right now. See, it's not going anywhere. But if I change my angle here, or if I'm playing some notes on the bass strings, then yeah. So I mean, you could be seeing perhaps an inconsistency in my playing. I mean, for all I know. But I'm changing my angles to meet certain needs, I guess you could say. Also, if I'm doing a rest stroke, I tend to do this for rest strokes, right? Free strokes, I have an easier time keeping my hand here for free strokes. But rest strokes, I tend to do this. So that might be it. Right there, right? Yeah, it's very slight, I think. Another rest stroke, so that's why you have the angle there, because I'm doing a rest stroke. Rest stroke. Like that's I think that's what you're seeing. It might be those rest strokes that I'm playing with my ring finger that's sort of causing my hand to do this. But if I were to be playing like an arpeggio piece, oh, I'm not in the right tuning. But if I were to be doing like, just making something up, my hand's gonna be like this because there's no need to do a rest stroke. So I guess I use it to get a little bit of force behind it. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know. But that's just how I've always played. Hopefully, I think that's what I'm. Hopefully, I'm addressing the question properly. My middle finger got caught. I think too. I have to change the angle. Yeah. Okay. There. This got stopped by my ring finger. It's just sloppy. I'm not done yet. That's what's happening. There's always something. There's always something. I get one part down right, and then another part I make a mistake on. Good, close enough. On. over and over and over again. Tune up again, out of tune. Do that a couple of times. That's not too bad. It still sounds sloppy to me. I don't know. I played a wrong note. Maybe not. What is that fan type technique you're doing? Is that not? Yeah, it's called the rasqueado. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all it is. That. That's got to be louder. Here it is. I got to work on that too. This. Yeah. So don't play this too loud. And then this got to be loud. My hand's getting tired. Not too loud. Stop here. Okay, my hand's tired. Okay, let me do this piece and then I'm gonna call it a day. All right, let's see if I remember it. go. A lot of mistakes in it. I didn't feel comfortable with the arpeggio. My fingernails were when I wrote that piece, I filed my nails differently. So when I play it nowadays, the arpeggio always seems a little shaky. It always feels a little shaky, because I'm playing it from muscle memory. So my hand, I feel like my hand changes to the way I used to play when I play this, which means the nails that I now have aren't a good fit for that angle. So it just feels like all of my nails are going to catch. So, but there you go. All right. Okay, I'm going to call it a day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share this content with anybody else that you think might find it useful. If you want to donate, or if you want to subscribe to my Patreon, there are links in the descriptions below. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Different time. I haven't decided what time, but thank you, Snehasish, and anybody else who's watching, and I'll see you next time.